Most people think debt is a sign of poor decisions or low income, but that belief quietly falls apart when you look at who is actually struggling the most. Doctors, engineers, managers, consultants, people who are intelligent, educated, and earning more than average are often buried under loans, credit cards, and monthly payments. So the real question isn't why do careless people end up in debt? The uncomfortable question is this: if intelligence and a good salary were enough, why are so many smart professionals still financially stressed? Why does debt keep following people who seem to be doing everything right? This video isn't about blaming anyone, and it's definitely not about calling professionals bad with money. In fact, the opposite is true. The reason smart professionals fall into debt has very little to do with stupidity or laziness. It has everything to do with how modern money systems, social pressure, and human psychology quietly work against even the most capable minds. In the next few minutes, we are going to unpack the invisible traps that don't show up in spreadsheets or salaries, the mental shortcuts, lifestyle expectations, and false sense of security that slowly turn success into stress. This channel exists to uncover those hidden money patterns, not to sell dreams or shortcuts, but to help you understand why earning well doesn't always mean living free. If you've ever wondered how someone successful can still feel financially stuck, you're in the right place. When income increases, confidence rises faster than wisdom. Smart professionals work hard for years, climb ladders, earn degrees, and finally reach a point where money starts coming in consistently. That steady paycheck creates a quiet belief: I'll be fine. Bills get paid, savings exist, and problems seem manageable. This confidence slowly changes how decisions are made. Instead of asking whether something is truly affordable, the question becomes whether it fits into a monthly payment. Debt feels temporary because income feels permanent. Promotions, bonuses, and future raises are already counted before they arrive. This isn't carelessness, it's optimism mixed with logic. Smart people trust their ability to handle problems later, but debt thrives on that trust. The danger isn't spending wildly. It's assuming future income will always be there to clean up today's choices. When confidence replaces caution, debt doesn't feel risky. It feels reasonable, and that's exactly why it grows unnoticed. Lifestyle inflation rarely feels like a mistake. It feels like progress. A slightly better phone, a more comfortable car, a nicer apartment, more frequent dining out. None of these choices feel irresponsible on their own. For professionals, upgrades are often framed as rewards for hard work. I've earned this becomes a logical justification. The problem is that lifestyle inflation doesn't announce itself as overspending. It shows up quietly as a new normal. Expenses rise at the same pace as income, sometimes faster. What once felt like luxury slowly feels like necessity. Cutting back later feels painful, almost like going backward in life. Debt fills the gap between income and the upgraded lifestyle. Smart professionals don't usually splurge recklessly. They upgrade carefully and consistently, and over time, that careful upgrading creates a financial structure that depends on constant high income just to stay afloat. Debt has become socially invisible. Almost everyone around you is financing their life in some way, so it stops feeling abnormal. Cars, phones, vacations, even daily conveniences are often paid for over time. Social media amplifies this effect by showing polished results without showing the monthly payments behind them. Smart professionals compare their real financial pressure to other people's highlights. No one talks openly about loans or credit card balances, so debt feels like a private issue rather than a warning sign. When everyone appears to be doing well, carrying debt feels normal, even expected. The pressure to keep up isn't always about status, sometimes it is about belonging. No one wants to feel left behind, and when debt is normalized socially, it loses its emotional alarm system. What should feel risky starts to feel routine. Academic intelligence and financial intelligence are not the same skill. Being good at your profession means solving complex problems, following systems, and achieving measurable results. Money, however, is deeply emotional and behavioral. Schools teach people how to earn, not how to manage long-term financial pressure. Many professionals assume that because they are smart, they will naturally make good money decisions. That assumption is dangerous. Financial systems are designed to be easy, smooth, and frictionless, especially credit. Banks and lenders simplify decisions, so you don't have to think deeply. Smart people often outsource financial thinking to these systems, trusting that approvals mean safety. But approval only means eligibility, not afford. Without understanding cash flow, risk, and long-term trade-offs, intelligence alone can't protect you from debt. One of the most powerful traps of debt is delayed consequences. Debt rarely hurts immediately. Payments start small, approvals are fast, and the benefits are instant. The pain comes later, slowly, in the form of stress, limited choices, and constant financial pressure. Humans are wired to underestimate long-term consequences, and smart people are no exception. In fact, smart professionals often believe their future selves will be more disciplined, earn more, or manage better. This creates a dangerous gap between today's comfort and tomorrow's reality. Each decision feels manageable in isolation, but together they create a heavy load. By the time the consequences are visible, the options feel limited. Debt doesn't collapse your finances overnight, it tightens them gradually. The truth is uncomfortable but important. Debt is rarely about numbers alone. It's about habits, assumptions, and silent beliefs about success. Many professionals don't need radical changes or extreme budgeting. They need awareness. Awareness of how confidence can mislead, how upgrades can trap, how social norms can distort reality, and how intelligence doesn't automatically equal control. Financial freedom isn't built by earning more alone. It is built by understanding how money behaves over time and how easily success can turn into pressure. If this resonates, it's not because you're failing. It's because these traps are designed to be invisible, and seeing them clearly is the first real step out. It doesn't arrive as a disaster. It arrives quietly, disguised as progress, comfort, and success. Most smart professionals don't wake up one day in trouble, they slowly walk into it, while doing what feels normal, reasonable, and even responsible. That's why debt is so powerful. It doesn't punish ignorance, it exploits confidence. And the longer it goes unquestioned, the more it shapes your choices, your stress, and your future without you realizing it. The goal isn't to fear money or avoid enjoying life. The goal is to see clearly how modern systems and subtle habits can turn a good income into constant pressure. This is what Money Uncovered is about. Not shortcuts, not hype, and not pretending everyone can be rich overnight. It's about understanding the hidden forces behind money decisions, the psychology, the social pressure, and the patterns that keep capable people stuck. If this video made you reflect on your own choices or question things you've never questioned before, that's a good sign. It means awareness is starting. Subscribe to Money Uncovered if you want more honest conversations like this, conversations that don't judge, don't oversimplify, and don't sell false hope. In the next video, we'll talk about how to break the debt cycle without extreme sacrifices or unrealistic rules.